Happening tonight, big news. Governor Gavin Newsom has decided to scrap his plans to place an anti-crime measure on the November ballot that would have competed with another measure already qualified for the ballot.
This is all part of an effort to reform Prop 47, passed by California voters 10 years ago. Critics blame it for an increase in crime with fewer consequences. CBS 8's Richard Allen is here with more on what the governor is saying about this sudden move. Richard?
Well, that's right. Very unexpected. In fact, just days after the governor proposed this competing anti-crime measure called Prop 2, he is now nixing it. In a statement, he says that while he had the votes necessary to pass his measure, he says we're unable to meet the ballot deadline, and so now it's being withdrawn from consideration. It's a victory for those who are backing a similar measure that has already been approved and will be on this fall's ballot.
At the end of the day, you got to look after small business. It's the backbone of everything that happens.
Tony Conja and his family own 10 small businesses here in San Diego, including Kagan Bottle in the College area. Businesses that over the years have increasingly become targets of theft.
Enough is really enough.
He's a strong supporter of the new approved ballot measure to repeal Prop 47, which currently makes any theft under $950 a misdemeanor.
So if they stole $900 twice today, that's still okay. They won't go to jail. They won't get a felony. So that's really the big deal. That doesn't aggregate the crimes.
This new measure, backed by district attorneys and business owners statewide, would increase penalties for certain theft and drug crimes, allowing repeat offenders to be charged with a felony. Conja says this will set a precedent.
Don't commit crime, or you'll pay. Right now, the precedent is it's free for all. Do what you want.
But Governor Newsom and a group of Democratic lawmakers had over the weekend proposed their own rival ballot measure to counter this, a measure that would have been narrower in scope than the retailer's plan, and which would have led to fewer people being placed behind bars. But critics of Newsom's plan, which he's now scrapped, had dismissed it as a politician's initiative versus the people's initiative.
Quite frankly, I think it's just an ability to be able to confuse the voters again. And it's just disingenuous.
The people have spoken. Isn't he representing the people?
Tony Conja points out that more than 900,000 voters signed the retailer's ballot measure proposal and questions why the governor's countermeasure was ever needed in the first place.
If the people have spoken and put this measure on, why are you adding something to confuse it or water it down? What they're proposing, I feel like, really doesn't have any teeth.
And Governor Newsom also says he soon plans to sign new legislation that will expand criminal penalties, boost police and prosecutors' tools, and also crack down on retail theft. Now, to check out the governor's full statement, just go to CBS8.com.
Richard, so many things developing. This surprise announcement coming as Newsom's team made another unexpected announcement this evening.
Well, that's right. Right before they made this announcement, they also let us know that Newsom will be taking off from California to head to the White House tomorrow to meet with President Biden and other Democratic governors. So we don't really know what that's all about yet.
What
no,
the topic
the
is
political
or what purpose?
intrigue mounts. So hopefully we'll get some more details on that tomorrow.